So here we have another political cartoon. A lot of colors here. So I'm starting to see some bright colors over here and some darker colors over here. So let's just start by just making some simple observations and just what we see. I see a man over here um, standing in a type of structure. I'm also seeing an American flag right here. We have a crowd here, all over in here. And here's the other thing, too. They're lined up in twos. That might mean something. When I'm looking up, I'm looking at dark clouds over here to the right. I'm seeing brighter clouds over here to the left. Now, don't worry about these words down here just yet. They're kind of giving you the breakdown of what they are. It's this way they're much more legible. But let's start to break this cartoon down. So I guess where the cartoonist wants your attention to go is right over here. And this is Uncle Sam. Of course, we have the red, white, and blue. See, you see it right there in the flag. We have the red, white stripes he's wearing in this particular outfit. Of course, Uncle Sam represents the United States. And we have those initials too when you're looking at U.S. Uncle Sam. So it appears here he's standing in this structure here. Now, this political cartoon gives us quite a few words. And even though your analysis, you're going to be able to figure this out when you're looking at dark clouds and brighter skies over here, and you have Uncle Sam and people going to him. When a cartoon gives you words, use them. Let's start here, since the cartoonist wants us to look over here at Uncle Sam, I would almost assume. Right over here, it's saying U.S. Ark of Refuge. Now, in terms of refuge, I'm assuming, when it comes to refuge, this seems to be a safe place for all of these people that are lining up. Now, if we look here, why might they be coming here? Well, if you look towards the right of this particular cartoon, and I'm looking over here at these stormy clouds, these clouds and this evil monster or witch or whatever you want to call it over here, he must represent something that's evil or something that troubled these people. So in terms of when this cartoon was drawn, and we're looking in the late 1800s, right around the 1880s, we have a group of immigrants actually lining up. So let's just say over here in this back area over here with the clouds, we've probably talked about push and pull factors at this point. Let's just say that the cloud over here and all its darkness with this monster up there, these are going to represent some of the push factors as to why they would be leaving. So we have immigrants coming to the United States in this particular time period, and there's a lot of reasons. There's push factors and there's pull factors. So these push factors here, what's going to cause somebody to leave their home? Well, they're probably maybe experiencing some poverty, maybe some religious persecution. Perhaps there's no job opportunities. There's famines. There's war. There's a lot of reasons why people sometimes leave their home. But these people right here, when we're looking at push factors, that's what we're breaking it down to. And I just listed some examples for you. Now, why are they coming to the United States? Well, in the United States, there are, as we probably discussed already, there are some pull factors. All right, the United States has a magnet in it, if that makes sense to you. There's a lot of things attractive about the United States, and that's going to pull people in. And this sign right over here, I know it's really difficult to kind of understand or read because it's not that legible, but all of these pull factors right here are on that sign. Free education, free land. We have freedoms such as free speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly. We also have the free ballot here, referring to the or election process. Uncle Sam here is offering all of these things. Now let's talk about this Ark of Refuge and the fact that these people are lined up in twos. So if you remember the story of the Bible, you have Noah's Ark. Of course, he built an ark and to save the animals. He wasn't able to save all of them, but he did have them line up in twos. A male and a female, and it seems here in this line here, it looks that like you have, a man and woman that are actually men and women in pairs going together. And what are they trying to escape from? The taxes, expensive kings, compulsive military service, all of these things you see in the sign right over here. All right, these are things that you do not have to go through in the United States. These are things over here that we offer. So you even have the push factors over here, pull factors over here. So here he is, Uncle Sam, representing Noah and Noah's Ark. And if you had difficulty trying to figure out that this is the United States, hopefully this flag, maybe there was a link there that could have possibly helped you out right there. In terms of the immigrants as well, some of them, like this gentleman over here, are dressed pretty nicely, but you see others, maybe some shabby clothing, maybe some old torn clothing. You look over here, woman that doesn't even have any shoes on, possibly she couldn't afford them. So this is just, when you're looking at the breakdown of this, this is a pretty positive political cartoon. The political cartoonist himself, Joseph Kepler, was actually an Austrian immigrant himself. So when we're looking at this cartoon, unlike a lot of cartoons from this particular time period, this is a pretty positive one in terms of immigration to the United States. In previous lessons, we may have talked about how people were opposed to immigration. The outlook here in terms of immigration and how this cartoonist felt about it was overall pretty positive. Uncle Sam is very welcoming. If we're looking at body language, you can notice that his hands are down to his sides. His arms are open, almost like if he's going to embrace them or hug them. So all of this is pretty positive in here when we're looking about this.